Welcome to Sacrilegious Discourse.
For this is what the Sovereign Lord says.
Why do you need prophets to tell people who you are and what you want?
If you can justify everything that the God of the Bible has done, then you can justify any of your behavior.
A lot of this mentality is trickling into what is now mainstream right-wing Christianity.
I am capable of empathy greater than this God of the Bible.
This is a Bible that they tell kids. This is the good Lord. This is the good book. He is fantasizing about murder, mass murder.
Head over to sacrilegiousdiscourse.com right now to find out how to leave us a review or support us on Patreon.
Hey there, sinners and saints. It's your favorite Bible-bashing duo from Sacrilegious Discourse, and we need your help.
That's right, folks. We're raising funds for some heavenly equipment and a studio that doesn't sound like it's in the depths of hell.
Our current setup, let's just say it's more apocalypse than audiophile.
So if you want to hear us dissect the Bible without the background noise of demonic squirrels, chip in a few bucks.
We're aiming for $5,000 to upgrade our audio and build a studio worthy of blasphemous banter.
Donate today and help us spread the good word of atheism.
You can find a link right on our homepage, sacrilegiousdiscourse.com. Every dollar counts.
Even if it's from your collection plate. Husband!
Wife!
Do you know what the fuck we're doing today?
Well, we have finished the Old Testament.
Whoa, we're halfway there. Oh, living on a prayer. Because we finished the Old Testament and now we're doing a wrap up of Malachi.
Yeah. So there was only 4 chapters of that book. And
the Discord challenged us to do part of it to an 80s tune. So that's why I had to pull out some Bon Jovi.
Yeah, and you should be here because it's fun.
It is fun.
Being on the Discord, we spend, a lot of time not talking about the Bible.
Right.
Anything but the Bible.
We talked about 80s music and 80s movies.
Right.
And that was fun.
It was. Yeah.
I'd much rather do that. But I'm probably not supposed to say that.
Right.
Because this is a podcast.
Where we love doing what we do.
Yeah.
Which we do.
We do. We are reading the Bible.
We don't exactly love the material in said book that we cover, though.
That's why it's more fun to talk about anything else. But yeah, so we finished the book of Malachi, which was the final book of the Old Testament. Yep. He was the final little minor prophet dude.
He was.
And so today is the final special of Malachi, because I just 4 chapters. I shoved everything all together. So we're gonna do. In there.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know why you take my breath away. Okay, so we're doing a wrap up of Malachi. We're doing a "You're Always Wrong."
Wow. Yeah. That was enthusiastic.
That was so enthusiastic.
Yeah.
We're also gonna do, which is where we, do a
where I'm
Contradictions.
Wrong. Yeah, Contradictions.
Where you get to cherry pick, and there's no right answer.
Yeah, right.
So
hence,
you're
I'm always
wrong.
wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna do a little pop quiz.
Okay. All right.
10 questions.
Got it.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, are you ready to get started on this?
Sure as fuck am. How about you?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Okie dokie. Hey, husband.
Hey, wife.
Do you know something that's true?
I think I do.
I'm going to tell you something that's true. Ready?
I'm ready.
Never gonna give you up.
Oh my God.
Never gonna let you down.
Are you fucking Rickrolling our fan base?
I just Rickrolled you, bitch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That was important.
Yeah.
I feel like I did pretty good there because you did not see that coming.
I did not. There was no way I could have seen a Rickroll coming from my wife in the midst of the beginning of our podcast.
About Malachi.
That one escaped my bingo board.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So let's talk about this fucking Malachi dude.
Okay. Yep.
So his name is Malachi, maybe. It could also be Malachias. Who fucking knows?
Sure.
Do you know?
Could be Steve.
I mean, right? I am Steve. Oh, that's such a good song.
It is a good song. Yeah.
And I'm the only Steve.
You're going to lose people on this one.
All right, look it up. I am Steve. It's so good. Anyway, guess what Malachias means?
I don't know.
My messenger.
Oh, okay.
You know, my boo. He tells me messages.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
It's the name used by the author of the book Malachi.
What? Yeah. As one would, expect.
Yeah.
I think.
It's the last book of the Nevi'im, which is the prophets section of the Tanakh, which is the Christian Old Testament.
I thought that was the Jewish version.
The Tanakh is the Jewish version.
Right.
The Old Testament is the Christian.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
That's what I'm saying.
But it was... Okay. All right.
I'm sorry you didn't follow, but it wasn't confusing.
All right.
Okay. So anyway, the name Malachi does not occur anywhere else in the fucking Bible.
Okay.
So, I mean, there's only 4 chapters, so I'm like, big deal. But some scholars are like, guess what? That's probably not a personal name of a dude. It's probably not a personal name of a prophet. It's possible, even likely, that Malachi is not a proper name.
Okay.
It's been assumed to be a pseudonym, which has led some scholars to classify it as an anonymous prophecy disguised as a named book.
Okay.
Some people say that. But according to Jewish tradition, the real identity of Malachi is Ezra the scribe. Isn't that interesting?
Okay.
Some rabbinic traditions that identify Malachi with Ezra also note that Ezra himself was also called the messenger of the Lord in books that we have not read yet because they are deuterocanonical or apocrypha. Second Esdras.
Got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Ezra is like, I'm totally the messenger of the Lord, which, Malachias means my messenger. So,
Does the time? I'm assuming the time frames work somewhat. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right.
The Talmud identifies Ezra as the same person as Malachi.
Interesting.
So
Interesting.
Tradition is like, that's Ezra.
Okay.
People.
Yeah.
This is the traditional view held also by some Christians, including Saint Jerome.
Okay.
Okay. This identification is actually plausible because Malachi is like, fuck all of you. He's reprimanding the people for the same things that Ezra did.
Huh.
Yeah. He's like as pissed about everything as Ezra was.
Got it.
Marrying foreign pagan women, like they were like, fuck that. You guys suck. Don't be doing that.
Got it.
Malachi also focuses extensively on corrupt priests.
Yeah.
And Ezra, who was a priest himself, who exhorted the people to follow the law. Ezra, as that priest that wanted everybody to follow the law, also despised corrupt priests.
Got it.
So he was like, fuck all you fucking corrupt priests.
Yeah.
And then Malachi was like, I know, right? Like basically yelling to himself.
Yeah. So it's like these were just like missing. They didn't have anything attributed to the name of who wrote it, and they're just like, well, let's just this would be a great end. Like let's just put it at the end, and then it'll be good. We'll call it Malachi, and then we got another. We got another person that we can throw in there.
Yes and no, not really. No. Okay. So anyway, according to legend, Ezra died. Ezra, not Malachi.
Sure.
Ezra died and was buried, quote, in a magnificent manner in Jerusalem. So if the tradition that Ezra wrote under the name Malachi is correct, then the legend means that he was buried in the tomb of the prophets.
Okay.
The traditional resting place of Malachi.
Oh, okay. How do we know the traditional resting place of Malachi?
I'll get there.
Okay.
This would also explain why Ezra does not refer to a prophet named Malachi, while he did refer to other prophets such as Haggai and Zechariah.
Okay.
So I'm getting there. Okay.
Yeah, I'm a little confused, honestly. Like I'm like, what is going on here?
Well, okay. So there's like this. There's these like things where they say Ezra was probably buried under these circumstances, and they're like, yeah. And we found proof that Malachi was buried under ABC conditions. And so then they're like, oh my God. And if it's the same person, then that means that XYZ and ABC are the same location. And so, like, they're blowing each other's minds. Yeah.
Okay.
So, but there's other potential identities for Malachi, such as Zerubbabel, which was was he the governor guy or was he the priest guy?
I can't remember, honestly.
No, Joshua was the governor, so he was the priest.
Yeah, that sounds right.
And Nehemiah is another potential identity.
Okay.
Others suggest that Malachi was a separate person altogether, like none of those. Possibly a Levite and a member of the Great Assembly.
Okay. So basically we have no fucking clue who this guy is.
Right. But most people are like, no, dude, it was Ezra.
Right.
Which makes the most sense, honestly.
Yeah.
Okay, here's some more about the meaning of his name, okay?
Sure.
Of the name, or not name, but title.
Got it. Got it.
Because Malachi's not really a name, it's a title.
Okay.
The form Mal-Aki is literally my Malak, and that would hardly be appropriate as a proper name without some additional syllables such as Yah at the end, making it Mal-Aki Yah, which is to say messenger of Yah. Okay.
Got it.
So in the book of Haggai, Haggai is designated as the messenger of the Lord. So that's why some people are like, it's Haggai. Like, no.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, the non-canonical superscriptions prefixed to the book. Do we remember what superscriptions are?
Aren't those the titles that are not really part of the regular text or something?
Correct. So in both the Septuagint and the Vulgate, which is the Greek and the Latin translations, these support the suggestion that Malachi's full name ended with the syllable Yah. The Septuagint, that's the Greek one, right?
Sure.
Isn't that the Greek one?
It is, yes.
It translates the last clause of Malachi chapter 1, verse 1, by the hand of his messenger. And the Targum reads, by the hand of my angel whose name is called Ezra the scribe. So the Targum and the Septuagint basically are like, it's totally Ezra.
What is the Targum?
It's one of the translations.
But
it's not the Vulgate. Right. It's not the Vulgate and it's not the Septuagint.
Okay.
Okay. But anyway, it's just one of those old translations, and most of the old translations are like, it's totally Ezra. Chill. Okay.
Okay.
Now, since the Hebrew word malak for Malachi can mean either messenger or angel, like angel of the Lord, messenger of the Lord.
Right.
Some early interpreters and the Targum, which you were like, what's that? It's one of the early interpretations.
Right.
Thought Malachi might not be a person at all, but an angelic being delivering God's words. So they're like, it's not a messenger. It's not a prophet. It's an angel. But that like gets into the fact that the word angel literally means messenger, not necessarily some divine being with wings or whatever.
Okay.
So in early Christian reading, Malachi's very name blurred the line between prophet and angel, since we couldn't even like get that straight.
Got it.
So anyway.
And just for the record, I just wanted to clarify apparently the Targum is the Aramaic translation?
Yes, I'm so sorry. I did have that in my earlier notes, and then I removed part.
I just wanted to make sure that because we didn't cover what that was, and I want to make sure we said that.
That is correct. Thank you for clarifying that. I appreciate that. Yes, it's the Aramaic version. So we have all these early versions that are like, it's probably Ezra.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
And also, the word means messenger, and when it translates to angel, it means angel as in messenger, not angel as in divine flowery being with wings. Okay?
Got it.
So it's a messenger, probably Ezra. Just a dude.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's get into the time period of this book.
Okay.
Scholars argue that the book of Malachi is the result of multiple stages of redaction, which you could basically say about the entire fucking Old Testament, not just Malachi.
Right.
Like, redact this, redact that, take this out, take those out, take these out, take everything out, right?
I'm not sure what you mean by redact. Like, what do you mean by that exactly?
Like,
redacting what?
redacting all kinds of shit, like taking shit out, like removing shit, like the Apocrypha and the Dead Sea Scroll shit, stuff like that.
Okay.
That's all redacted. It's all removed. It's editorials where they remove things rather than rephrase things. There's different ways to edit material.
Got it.
You can retranslate it to elongate or further define a word, and then you're adding material. You can just change this word to that word, or you can remove it altogether, and removing it is a redaction.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
So most of its text originated during the Persian period, and that was 550 to 330 BCE.
Okay.
That was when the first Persian Empire was founded by Cyrus the Great, and that period lasted about 200 years until its conquest by Alexander the Great. Just to put this all in.
Yeah, it consisted when they were coming back from Babylon. They were,
after the Babylonian exile.
Right.
That's correct. Yeah. The oldest portions came from not just that time period, but from around 500 BCE. But some of the redactions came from, they were still changing the material and removing stuff from it well into the Hellenistic period. And that's the time in Greek and Mediterranean history after classical Greece, between the death of Alexander the Great in 323 BCE and the death of Cleopatra VII in 30 BCE.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
So we've got this whole 500-year time period that they were working on this thing and removing information from it.
Okay.
Okay? So, and we know this because we've got the Vulgate, and we've got the Targum, and we've got the what's the other thing? The
Septuagint.
Septuagint. Thank you. That one. Yeah. So we've got all these different sources, and they're like, hey, look at this translation has all these extra passages, but they're not in this one that we have. So that's what we mean when we say that stuff was redacted, removed. Okay. And so they were removing shit well into the Hellenistic period. They were still making those changes.
Got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Malachi, the book thereof, makes no reference to a king, which I don't know if you recall, we talked about the language in it kind of helps us place it in history as to when it was written.
Yeah.
Yeah. Makes no reference to a king, only to Persian governors. So that's why we know it was written during the Persian period.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
This helps scholars date the text to the Persian period, which again was 550 to 330 BCE.
Got it.
Okay. And we think that it was written about 500. Okay.
With a lot of changes still happening all the way up until almost, CE.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay. So you're following. Got it.
I think so.
Okay. So this helps the fact that they use the word governor, not king, helps scholars date the text to the Persian period when Judah was a province ruled by governors, not kings. Later redactions of Malachi may have adapted his words to situations in the early Hellenistic period, which again was sometime after 323 BCE. So some of the wording is thank you, you're not saying the word king, so that's totally Persian. But then some of the other words were dude, that's even later. That's getting Hellenistic.
Got it.
So that's how we know it went over this long time.
Yeah, they got
period.
Hellenistic on our asses.
They did. They got totally Hellenistic on our asses.
Right.
Yeah. And this explains why his prophecy resonates with themes of identity under foreign rule.
Okay.
Just in those 4 little chapters, he's yelling at them for having brought home from the Babylonian exile all of these you're marrying pagan women and you're doing all these bad things and you're divorcing your Jewish wives to marry outside of your religion. And he's yelling at them just like Ezra was.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So his work took place at the time of the return of the Jews from the Babylonian captivity and thereafter. Okay.
Okay.
So Malachi was the last of the Old Testament prophets. Therefore, the Holy Fathers call him the seal of the prophets. Okay, that's one of the names that that like fancy Christians give to him. Okay. Okay. Malachi's book ends the 12 minor prophets collection and the Nevi'im section as a whole.
Okay.
So in Jewish tradition, Malachi's words literally seal up the prophecy before the long silence that happens between then and the Maccabean period, which that's the stuff that happens before the New Testament. That's some of the, like the Maccabees, that's some of the stuff we want to read because it happens between the Old Testament and the New Testament.
But some of that overlaps within the Old Testament too, because we've read about some of the stuff that was happening around the Maccabean time already.
Yes, but what we want to read starts there, but then goes on into the time period between. Okay. So we're definitely going to want to get into some of that stuff.
Got it.
Okay. So Malachi likely prophesied after Haggai and Zechariah, and it is speculated that he delivered his prophecies about 420 BCE. So let us not forget when we talk about like when stuff was written versus when it was recorded versus when it was edited versus when everybody was like walking around, like it's all these different dates. So when you say, when is this from? It's such a mess.
Well, yeah, I mean, that.
Like, what?
Mostly because there's not really any, they don't respect, they've been creating a story over thousands of years. And it's not like, it's just it's a living document. It's not really like, it's not really even tied to a single, prophet at any point even with just their story, because they get, even the earlier stuff has been changed by later, groups because none of it was sacred enough to keep just as is.
If we want to like compare it to something for a modern audience, for anybody who's like having a hard time grasping this, right? It's like if we start talking about what's happening in the Middle East right now. Like if we start talking about like the Palestinians, right? And how, they're being annihilated, right?
Sure.
It's like if we start talking about that, but without any context for how it got there, which is like what Republicans would have you do. Or, they would be like, but Hamas, and that's all that ever happened, the end. Like, there's so much history prior to that explains, like, but how did the Palestinians get there in the first place? And why are they fighting over this land? And, what is a Hamas? And, like, all of this other, like, how our country is involved in how these nations were formed and how these different fighting groups were formed and the Ottoman Empire. And, like, there's all of these other historical events. Like, it's not just a...
Right.
No, but this happened on an October 6th, and the end.
Things don't happen in a vacuum.
Right. I'm trying to put it a little bit into context for a modern day audience trying to grasp. What do you mean? This happened and then this happened. The end. That's not how history works.
Right. No, not at all.
It adds to itself.
Yeah.
And there is no starting point. For most things, there just isn't.
Right.
Like, you'd have to go back, and then you go back, and then but why?
Yeah.
Okay, so getting back into this. So it's speculated that he delivered his prophecies maybe around 420, but again, who fucking knows, right? Yeah. BCE. After the second return of Nehemiah from Persia, or maybe before his return. So, like, maybe before, after, during, who fucking knows, right? We don't know.
Right.
Opinions vary as to the prophet's exact time period, which I just said, but nearly all scholars agree that Malachi prophesied, as we discussed, during the Persian period, which again was 550 to 330 BCE. So sometime during that time period, he was marching around town.
Sometime
yelling.
in a 200-year time frame.
He was marching around yelling at
He was definitely there, but it might have been named Ezra, and he might have been named something else. It might not have existed at all.
Right. Exactly.
But definitely between that time frame. And is when that thing that maybe didn't happen also happened?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you seem to have it exactly. Yes. It also was probably after the reconstruction and dedication of the Second Temple in 516 BCE. So
Sure.
there's some more dates for you.
Yeah, as long as we're going with hypothetical, possibly non-existent dates, then
Yes.
that definitely helps narrow it down.
Sure. More specifically, Malachi probably lived and labored during the times of Ezra and Nehemiah, which makes sense if he was Ezra
Right.
or Nehemiah.
Definitely. Yeah.
He was either one or both of those dudes,
Or none of them.
or none of them,
Right.
or not at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. The abuses which Malachi mentions in his writings correspond so exactly with those which Nehemiah found on his second visit to Jerusalem in 432 BCE that it seems reasonably certain that he prophesied concurrently with Nehemiah or shortly thereafter. So,
Okay.
but again, he might have been Nehemiah.
Right.
So-
right. Or Ezra.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Right.
Sure.
So, we think that he probably died in 312 BCE, but again, I don't know why we think that. Who fucking knows,
It
right?
just sounds like, hey, we're going to make up some fucking history here on a dude we really don't know anything about. And we're going to pretend like we know shit that maybe we don't know, but we probably maybe do. And that's just what we're going to call this biblical history now.
It's almost like if you were blown away by a tornado and then somebody was like, on his last night before death, he either had tacos, burritos, or lasagna for dinner, but some believe that he also might have made pancakes. Yes, he might have done any of those things. That is correct. That is 100% correct.
Right.
He also might have been to his mom's house or his mother-in-law's house. That is correct.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
Like, I see what you're doing. You're giving me all kinds of...
I'm not sure why I had to be blown away in a tornado in this example, but, you know.
Because it was fun. Didn't you always want to ride a tornado?
No, I had a terrible nightmare when I was growing up about tornadoes and my dad, actually.
Ooh, tell.
Yeah, so you're familiar with the road where we, out by the town we used to live in, the small town, where it goes down, the hill goes down like 3 tiers. You know which road I'm talking about,
yes,
right?
like vroom, vroom,
Yeah, no, it's a big ass hill, and there's like,
Yeah.
it's a 3-tiered hill that you kind of come down in sections. And
You do not go speeding on that hill.
right, no. But it was a reoccurring dream, and when we got to the bottom of the hill, there would be 4 tornadoes coming at our car from all 4 sides.
In this dream.
In this dream, yeah.
Not in real life.
Not in real life. And my dad would be gleeful and happy. And I'm not sure what this means. I'm sure it's terrible or something. I probably just
That doesn't sound like your dad. I've never known him to be particularly gleeful about anything, much less facing down 4 tornadoes at the bottom of the
it's
3-tiered
more for
hill.
like the willful, like the way I place it in my dad's who I envision my dad to be is that he just doesn't care about what's like, it's, there's nothing that can be done, so you might as well just be there and do it, like, so whatever, there's 4 tornadoes, there's nothing we can do about it, we're here, let's just do it, like, it is what it is.
I just don't imagine him doing anything gleefully, though.
Anyway, it was a terrifying dream that I had when I was younger.
I could imagine. Were you in the back seat, the passenger seat?
I don't recall that, but we're talking, a long time ago. So
it's not a dream that you still have.
no.
Okay.
No.
I was just curious.
No.
Okay. So let's talk about his messaging now.
Okay.
Like, we know when he was walking around, who he might be, what his name kind of means. What was he talking about? Do you remember?
I don't.
It was only 4 chapters.
He was talking about a lot of doom and gloom.
He sure
from
as
what I
fuck
recall.
was. So he describes a priesthood that is forgetful of its duties, a temple that is underfunded because the people have totally lost interest in it. They're like, fuck this, I'm out.
Yeah.
And a society in which Jewish men divorce their Jewish wives to marry outside of the faith. So he's like, fuck all of you. You guys all suck. Okay. So in the first chapter, his statement that among the nations, my name will be great is super unusual in the Bible. And here's why.
Okay.
Some scholars see this as an openness to Gentile piety, while others think it's rhetorical it's a rhetorical contrast in shaming Israel. Like, among the nations, my name will be great, but y'all won't because you suck. Like, fuck all of you.
Got it.
Like, God loves you, but I sure as fuck don't know why, kind of thing.
Okay.
In chapter 2, this is one of the very few biblical texts that explicitly states that God hates divorce, though Hebrew textual variants make the translation disputed. And here's the thing. It's not in the book of Malachi specifically. I'm not talking about any other ones.
Yeah.
It's not that he specifically hates divorce. It's that he hates that the men were divorcing to marry outside the faith.
Right.
That bears stating because you can't just walk around saying God hates divorce, the end.
Well, but you can if your whole job and religion and the way you teach it relies on cherry picking what you want people to understand about it.
But
and that's generally how religion works.
Right.
So.
I'm just saying, like, if anybody is trying to take information away from this, that may be true. Maybe there are places in the Bible, I don't remember, where God says, I fucking hate divorce, y'all. Don't do it. Maybe that is true, but it is not true of the book of Malachi.
I mean, truth isn't something I ascribe to a lot of the Bible.
No, okay.
No, I'm just saying, like, when we're talking, there's so many things that are just contradicting each other,
right?
That you can't really ascribe truth to this book.
It is not true that in the book of Malachi that God just straight up hates divorce. Specifically, he may or may not hate divorce,
sure.
But in this particular case, in the book of Malachi, the reason that he hates divorce is not for divorce itself.
Right.
It's because of what they're doing. They're leaving behind their old women who are of faith and leaving them for pretty young pagans outside the religion.
Got it.
And that's what he's pissed about. He's like, you're not holding true to my faith.
Okay.
Right. So that's the point I'm trying to make.
Got it. Okay. Yep.
So go ahead and cherry pick. Say he hates divorce, but don't be using the 4 chapters of Malachi because I will put the smack down. That is not, you cannot use that. Okay? Okay. So, and then the 3rd chapter, that's the only place in the Hebrew Bible where God invites people to quote unquote test him. Usually testing
Come
God.
at me, bro.
Yeah. He's like, bet.
Right.
Like, hold my beer.
Yeah.
Right. Like, whatever. Usually testing God is forbidden. And like, we know this from way back in fucking Deuteronomy. Okay. So this makes it a very bold reversal. He's like, go ahead. Whatevs.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess.
Yeah.
So, that kind of sums up Malachi, like what it's about, what it does. Like, he yells at the priest. He's like, fuck all of you priests. You're doing bad shit. You're not tithing when you're supposed to. You're giving God your bad stuff instead of your best stuff, like as though he won't notice. You're letting these men divorce and remarry outside of the faith. You're not holding up practices. You're not doing the shit that you're supposed to be doing. And God's going to get you. So God's like, not only are you fucking up, but here's what else. Like, remember when Jacob came out and he was all cheaty? He was first. Came out of his mom.
Oh, okay.
Came out the womb.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yep.
And he was all cheaty, but he came out first. So he then cheated some more and he got all of the stuff.
Yeah.
Like all of the birthright and everything.
Right.
And he's like, see? And they're like, how, what? That's not, that, what? Yeah. And God's like, and then God's like, listen. I chose him and I choose you. And
he chose him because he cheated?
And then they're like, so cheating's good? And God's like, no. And they're like, I'm so confused right now.
But you chose him and he cheated. And so like,
and they're like, you chose him because he's hairy? Like, I don't understand. What are you saying? And then he's like, this is why I hate you all. And so,
but I mean, to be fair, the message is really fucking confusing.
Yeah. So he like loves his people. And so they're supposed to just do it. And
I think they kind of love him, you know?
I think it's a two-way street.
I mean, honestly, like the messages are really convoluted.
Yeah.
And it's whatever somebody tells you it is at any given point. He doesn't actually come down and tell you himself. So like, I feel like it's kind of a two-way street with that hate love thing.
Totally. Yeah. No, I'm totally there.
Yeah.
But God's like, just like, give me all your good stuff and I choose you and I'm going to punish you. And they're like, but even when I give you my good stuff, you still punish me. And he's like, and now you're arguing. And they're like, oh. And so, I mean, that's basically the book of Malachi. It's like, oh. Okay? Okay. So, that is the wrap up for Malachi. And now we move on to You're Always Wrong.
Okay.
I mean, no, we'll do that in a minute.
Yeah.
I want to do the pop quiz first.
Oh, you want to do the pop quiz first?
Yeah, you want to do the pop quiz
first? Let's do the pop quiz first. Sure.
Okay.
Why not?
Yeah. But
fresh off the wrap up, you know?
But you're still, yeah, exactly.
And I'm wrong regardless. Yeah.
I forgot that the You're Always Wrong goes with the Contradictions. And so I'm like looking right at the pop quiz going, You're always wrong. And like, no, that's the wrong. They don't go together. Okay, pop quiz. Ready?
So ready.
Okay, number 1. What does the name Malachi mostly mean? Most likely.
Messenger. Oh, wait, I'm supposed to wait.
You're supposed to wait so the people...
Read the options. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay, what does the name Malachi most likely mean? A, my messenger. My messenger. B, God's judgment. C, the Lord is my strength. Or D, covenant keeper.
My messenger. No, wait, you're supposed to read it again.
Oh my God.
It's my messenger, though.
It's my messenger.
I already fucked that one up like 3 times already, so...
You did.
It's my messenger.
Yeah, we got that one right.
Right.
Okay. Number 2. Now, don't answer right away.
I'm not going to answer right away.
Okay. Which group of the following, which I will read, so don't answer it.
Okay.
Which group receives Malachi's harshest rebuke?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it A, the prophets before him? B, the foreign nations? C, the priests of Israel? Or D, the kings of Judah? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to reread the question for those listening at home who want to play along.
Okay. Yeah.
Were you looking at the paper?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Do you know the answer?
Maybe, but not because I was looking at the paper.
Are you a liar?
No.
I feel like you're lying.
No, I might have had some external help, though.
Oh, God damn it. Are you looking at Discord?
I didn't mean to. I haven't done one of these episodes while we've been on a live Discord.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Well, I'm glad they're helping you. That's
right,
good.
Yeah.
They're allowed to help you.
I'm gonna.
No, they're allowed to help you.
Oh, they're allowed to help me.
Yeah, that's, you know what? Everybody should hop in Discord on our lives on Tuesday at 10 so that they can help you beat me. Okay? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Didn't you always want to beat me? Okay, so I'll read it again because you probably already forgot. Which group receives Malachi's harshest rebuke? Is it the prophets, the foreign nations, the priests, or the kings? Which one is it?
Was that the second time you read it? Mm-hmm. Okay.
What is it?
Priests.
The priests. That's right.
Thanks, Brady.
Fuck Brady. Number 3. According to Malachi, what sin did many Jewish men commit in their marriages? You already know the answer to this because I said it multiple times.
Okay.
So is it refusing to marry at all? Is it breaking marriage vows through adultery? Is it taking multiple wives from wealthy families? Or is it marrying pagan women and divorcing Jewish wives? Okay, I'm going to read it again, but I bet you know the answer.
I bet I do.
According to Malachi, what sin did many Jewish men commit in their marriages? Refusing to marry at all, like Brady does? Or is it breaking marriage vows through adultery? Is it taking multiple wives? Or is it marrying pagan women and divorcing Jewish wives?
All right, so from Discord, thank you, Happy Feet. Marrying dirty pagan foreigners.
Yes, and I believe it was also Happy Feet who brought to our attention in the discussion that that is why the lineage is goes through the mom, whatever that word is, matrilineal, because that way if the dude divorces the Jewish wife and goes after the dirty foreign pagans, which I'm saying that in jest.
Right.
those kids that dude has with those foreigners, they will not be Jewish. Those
Got it.
Like, it goes through the mom so that they maintain that Jewish ancestry.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, which I was like, dude, that makes so much sense.
Sure.
And I appreciated that information.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, number 4. What unusual permission does God give in Malachi chapter 3, verse 10 regarding tithes? Okay. A, to stop giving them until the temple is rebuilt. B, to replace them with offerings of prayer. C, to test him by bringing in the full tithe. Or D, to give them only if one is wealthy enough. I'll read the question again for those listening at home.
Okay.
What unusual permission does God give in Malachi chapter 3, verse 10 regarding tithes? Is it to stop giving them until the temple is rebuilt, to replace them with offerings of prayer, to test him by bringing in the full tithe, or to give them only if one is wealthy enough? Help?
What was A? Well, kind of.
To stop giving them until the temple is rebuilt?
I'm gonna go with the help that I got. D.
No.
That was exactly the help I got.
No.
I won't mention who got it wrong.
No, I'm going to give you another chance here because we literally talked about how one of the things that he did, that he said in the book of Malachi chapter 3 that went against something in Deuteronomy, that he's like, I give you permission to test me. Remember?
No.
Like, we literally just talked about
I'm sure you're probably right.
how, unusual it was that
Yeah.
he is like, it's the only place in the Bible where he's like, you can test me, except for I told you in Deuteronomy not to.
Got it.
Yeah. So it's C, to test him by bringing in the full tithe.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
to test him.
Okay.
Bet.
So still bring everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
That's not really a test.
It's not really a
but
test.
they
You're bringing
call
everything.
It a test.
I guess. Sure.
He's like, test me by doing the thing I want you to do.
Right.
Come on. Give faith in me.
Give me all the things still.
Yeah. Give me all your loving. All your hugs and kisses too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, number 5.
Okay.
You guys all suck and you all got that wrong. Okay? That was number 4. Okay, number 5. In Malachi chapter 1, how does God prove his love for Israel? He beats them with a wooden spoon. Just kidding. No, that's what my mom did to my butt.
God.
Okay. A, by raising up new prophets. B, by restoring the temple. C, by sending fire from heaven. Or D, by comparing Jacob and Esau's descendants. Okay, so let's read that again for those listening at home.
Yeah.
Number 5, in Malachi chapter 1, how does God prove his love for Israel? By raising up new prophets, restoring the temple, sending fire from heaven, or comparing Jacob and Esau's descendants? Oh, it's so easy. Come on, you got this.
I'm
They're not helping you.
Well, I don't know. Maybe that one doesn't look like an answer. It looks like a penis. So
Somebody drew a penis.
Yeah. But I'm gonna go with what was number 2 answer?
Restoring the temple.
I'm gonna go with that one.
That's so wrong.
That's so wrong.
No, it's comparing Jacob and Esau's.
That was the answer,
descendants.
but it looked like a penis, so I wasn't sure. So.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Remember, he's like talking about the Edomites versus Israel, and he's like Jacob and Esau, you know? And
yeah.
He's like, I choose one. I love them both, but I choose the one over the other.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And the Edomites are going to get punished worse.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I should have just gone with the
penis.
Yeah, the penis.
Always go with the penis.
Right. The penis is always the answer.
Penis is always the answer. Eat a dick. Always eat a dick. Okay. Number 6. What major theme in Malachi reflects the same concerns of Ezra and Nehemiah? Is it priestly corruption and intermarriage, idol worship in the wilderness, worship of Baal and Asherah, or political rebellion against Persia?
This one's easy.
It's so easy. What major theme in Malachi reflects the same concerns of Ezra and Nehemiah? Is it priestly corruption and intermarriage, idol worship in the wilderness, worship of Baal and Asherah, or political rebellion against Persia?
We've got a Discord consensus here.
Okay.
It's A.
It is A.
Yeah.
It's priestly corruption and intermarriage.
Yeah.
Yes, that is correct. Good job, everybody. Eat a dick. Okay, number 7. Which of the following best describes Malachi's vision of the day of the Lord? A secret time known only to God, not revealed to prophets. B, a day of peace and prosperity for all nations. C, a cosmic battle between angels and demons. Or D, a burning judgment that destroys the wicked and heals the righteous. Okay, I'll read it again.
All right.
Which of the following best describes Malachi's vision of the day of the Lord? I didn't really cover this, so it's okay if y'all miss it. Is it a secret time known only to God, not revealed to prophets? Or a day of peace and prosperity for all nations? Or a cosmic battle between angels and demons? Or a burning judgment that destroys the wicked and heals the righteous?
I was going to say A, but I've got an answer from Discord that says D.
That is correct.
Oh.
D is correct.
Well, then Brady
dick.
wins that one.
Yes. Always eat a dick with Brady.
Yeah.
That is correct. Okay. Number 8. Why do some scholars argue Malachi is not a personal name? Question mark. A, because the name doesn't appear elsewhere in the Bible. B, because it is missing the Yah ending, typical of prophetic names.
I think I already know the answer to this one.
C, because my messenger may be a title, not a name. Or D, all of the above. Okay.
Go ahead and reread it, but I already know.
Okay. Why do some scholars argue Malachi is not a personal name? Is it because the name doesn't appear elsewhere in the Bible? Because it is missing the Yah ending, typical of prophetic names? Because my messenger may be a title, not a name? Or all of the above?
Well, it's D, because it's always D. But also, it's E.
Which is?
Because he is better than Ezra.
Yeah, he is.
Thanks, Marcus.
Love it. Yes, he is. Malachi's always better than Ezra.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And Marcus does not have to eat a dick unless he wants to. Okay. Number 9. According to tradition, who might Malachi and Ezra have been? A, the same person writing under different names. B, brothers from the line of David. C, rivals for priestly authority. Or D, leaders of competing exiles. Oh, this feels like a soap opera. According to tradition, who might Malachi and Ezra have been? The same person writing under different names? Brothers from the line of David? Rivals for priestly authority? Or leaders of competing exiles? I keep wanting to say textiles instead of exiles, and I'm thinking competing textile companies.
We have a consensus again.
Okay.
It's A.
It is A, the same person writing under different names.
Yeah.
Most likely.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Although one of the answers for A was just a picture of
a dick?
Fonzie.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey. yeah. All right, last one. Ready?
I'm ready.
How does the book of Malachi end in both Jewish and Christian Bibles? A, with Ezra's reforms in Jerusalem. B, with praise for the faithful remnant in Israel. C, with a genealogy tracing to David. Or D, with a prophecy about the coming of Elijah before the day of the Lord.
Oh, I remember this one. Yeah. I know.
How does the book of Malachi end in both Jewish and Christian Bibles? Is it with Ezra's reforms in Jerusalem? With praise for the faithful remnant in Israel? with a genealogy tracing to David, that's the one, or with a prophecy about the coming of Elijah before the day of the Lord.
It's that D.
It is D.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always D.
It's always D.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. That is true.
Yep.
Yep. Elijah, he coming. Save him a place for dinner.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. And now, you're always wrong.
Or contradictions.
No, you're always wrong.
But it's contradictions.
Because you're always wrong.
Right.
And that's because the Bible contradicts itself like all the fucking time.
All the time.
All the time.
Yeah.
All right, ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Will God curse the earth? Your choices are no. After the flood, God swore he'd never curse the earth again. Or, but later he threatened to do it again anyways. Which one?
The second one.
Well, of course. He did later threaten to do it again. Like in Isaiah chapter 24. Behold, the Lord maketh the earth empty and maketh it waste and turneth it upside down and scatter, shatter, smatter abroad the inhabitants thereof.
Okay.
Broad, you know. and then also in Malachi, and he shall turn the heart of the fathers to the children and the heart of the children to their fathers, lest I come. Yeah, I will. And smite the earth with a curse.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he did threaten to do it again. But
He did.
But guess what?
But he did. He did those things.
He did. But guess what? You're always wrong. Because no, God promised after the flood he'd never do that shit to the earth again.
He did promise that.
He promised in Genesis.
I think he lied.
And the Lord smelled a sweet savior. And the Lord said in his fucking heart, I will not curse the ground anymore for man's sake. I ain't gonna do it.
Then what's with all the fucking turning the ground into desert and withering up the fucking vines?
What do I
shit?
know?
That sounds like he's cursing the ground.
It sounds like he's a dick.
He is.
Yeah.
He is.
I really liked this one. Hey, does God approve of slavery?
Yes.
You didn't even listen. You were like, no, he totally does.
No, he totally does. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yes. God totally approves of slavery. That is correct. Bible stories that show God's approval of slavery appear in Genesis, where after the flood, the just and righteous Noah gets drunk, lays around naked in his tent, and when his son Ham sees his father in that condition, Noah cursed not Ham, but Ham's son Canaan and all of Canaan's descendants, saying, a servant of servants shall he be unto his brethren. And that's one of the just many Bible passages that have been used to justify slavery.
Yeah.
Because he's like, totally servants, you know?
Right,
That's what you get for being descended from Ham. Sorry for your luck.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have been descended from him. Choose better. So also God blessed Abraham by giving him lots of fucking slaves or servants, as they're sometimes called.
Which we refuse to keep calling them servants in our reading.
I always change that word to slaves because fuck off is why.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. And so he also insisted that all the male slaves be circumcised. And that was in Genesis. So, I mean, all throughout Genesis, we got slaves up in here.
Yeah, if you're dictating what happens to the slaves, then you obviously already approve of the action that they have slaves. So, therefore, yes, you definitely do condone slavery.
Yeah. And I'm sorry, but I don't buy he was just talking to the people as they were. He's a god.
Yeah.
Then he's not a very good
That action
god.
in humanity is either right or wrong. There is no gray area there. And it is fucking wrong, and that God in that Bible is fucking wrong.
Yeah.
And he did absolutely condone slavery.
Yeah.
So he can fuck right the fuck off.
Mm-hmm.
And I am right in that he was wrong.
But and also,
yeah.
You're still always wrong because God God totally disapproves of slavery.
Mm-hmm.
Love your neighbors, don't enslave them. That was in Leviticus, bitches.
But if they aren't your neighbors and they're like the next state over.
No. Don't do anything wrong to strangers, like enslave them.
Mm-hmm.
Love strangers as yourself. That's also Leviticus, bitches. Okay. And then also in Malachi says, and I will come near to you to judgment, and I will be a swift witness against those that oppress the hireling in his wages. Remember, he was like, don't be fucking oppressing people and taking them as slaves.
Yeah.
And I'm like, unless you want them to, because you don't count them as human.
Right.
Because, I don't know, maybe they descended from Ham or some shit like that.
I'd be very interested in the cultural context that was going on in each one of these instances where slavery was mentioned in any way in the
any
Bible.
Context, yeah.
Because it does matter with regard to the history and what was happening to that society at that point in time as to what they may or may not have condoned. And it is not God that's condoning this, it's the
people.
It's the people.
Right. And moreover, it's not just whether the society was condoning it. It also has to do with who they considered human and who they considered subhuman.
Yeah.
Because by their logic, they may not have even thought that they were condoning slavery, because these individuals who...
They don't count.
Yeah, they are not human. Therefore, it's fine.
Right.
That's not slavery. That's just pets. That,
yeah, that's how it was probably taken at many times in history.
I would just like to state for the fucking record that is disgusting and wrong and horrible.
Well, yeah.
And I hate the Bible. That's
one of those things that is just inexcusable in the Bible to me.
Yeah.
Like, that's not...
You're a God. You're a God, and you're not stopping this tragic, great travesty against an entire people. What?
Yeah.
Then fuck off.
Right.
Like, then you hold no beef with me. Like, you hold no... What is that? I said that phrase wrong.
Yeah.
You hold no water with me. I don't know what the phrase is. But you, like... Nothing you say is good.
Sure.
God, I can't say it right, but...
No, you sure can't.
But I know what I mean.
I know you do.
And fuck that guy.
Yeah, fuck him.
Yeah, that God's a dick.
Yeah.
Like, it kind of goes back to that whole, if God is good, he's not great. If God is great, he's not good. Because he certainly can't be both, given what we know.
Right.
So,
yeah.
Like, have you heard the comparison? I fucking love that. Like, the first time I ever heard that, it literally blew my mind. Not literally, obviously, using literally, unliterally there. And I hate that about myself. Ugh.
Yeah.
I meant figuratively. I don't like using the word literally, figuratively.
Except for when you just did.
But it annoyed me, so I didn't like it.
Kind of like when God sometimes condones slavery and sometimes doesn't.
I don't feel like that's a solid comparison. I feel like that is a very bad comparison.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
There's something off there.
Right. Yeah, probably.
All right. How long does God's anger last?
Forever and ever and ever. Amen.
I feel like there's a song forever and ever, amen.
Right, probably is.
It feels like a song.
It does.
But here's the thing. God's anger lasts for just a moment, according
Apparently
to
it's Randy
songs.
Travis.
Is it really?
Maybe, yeah.
Oh.
Possibly.
I wouldn't know.
Right.
Oh, I didn't... It would have been more like twangy and nasally.
Maybe.
No, I can't do Randy Travis.
Right, yeah.
Randy Travis.
I can't recall a single Randy Travis song off the top of my head. I know I've heard Randy Travis songs.
He's very nasally. I don't like it.
Right.
I don't like country. So.
I'm aware.
Okay. Like
I do sometimes, but not like I'm very picky about it. So
I will just let other people enjoy that for me.
Sure. Yeah.
Whatever. You have your thing. Yeah, so according to Psalms, for his anger endureth but a moment. And that makes me think of fucking Monty Python. What is it? But it is but wafer thin. It's but wafer thin.
Right.
Better bring me a bucket. Yeah. Okay. I fucked that all up.
No, it's fine. That was great.
Okay. But guess what?
Am I still wrong? Am I wrong right now?
Always fucking
Did I answer
wrong.
something? I don't even remember what was going on just then.
Answering a lot.
Okay.
Okay. God's anger lasts a super long time.
Oh, that's right. Forever and ever and ever. Amen.
Yeah.
That's
Because
right.
according to Numbers, and the Lord's anger was kindled against Israel, and he made them wander in the wilderness for 40 fucking years because he knows how to hold
Pretty fucking
a
angry.
fucking grudge.
Yeah.
Yeah. But God's anger doesn't last forever.
No?
No, because in Psalms, neither will he keep his anger forever. You know, whatevs.
I guess it's a matter of like what's the definition of forever and ever to a God? You know,
well,
like,
I'm gonna tell you,
because eternity could be a long fucking time, and like
I'm gonna tell
a
you.
millennia could just be like a blink of the fucking eye.
Well,
You know?
I'm gonna tell you.
Okay.
God's anger lasts forever. Okay? Because in Jeremiah it says, "Ye have kindled a fire in mine anger, which shall burn for fucking ever."
Yep.
Okay. Also in Malachi, the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever.
Okay.
And yeah, so that's a thing.
So yeah,
he stays pissed.
he's a dick still.
He is sure a fucking dick.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay,
You know, it's
that
what's
one.
funny. He's been a
What's
dick
funny?
the entire Old Testament.
He really has.
We started with he's a dick, and he's still a dick.
He proved himself.
The dick thing really just kind of had a whole through line through our whole
It really
podcast
did. Like that's
because he was just constantly a dick.
solid.
Yeah,
I mean, at least that's consistent.
massive,
Not much else.
fucking dick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Huh. Okay, here's the last one that I'm going to read for the Old Testament.
Sure.
You're always wrong.
Okay.
Because you are always wrong. Okay.
Okay.
Does God ever tire? Does he ever get tired?
I mean, the seventh day says he does.
Well, okay, God never gets tired.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
According to Isaiah, hast thou not fucking known? Hast thou not fucking heard that the everlasting fucking God, you know, the Lord, the creator of the ends of the earth, fainteth not, neither is he fucking weary.
But didn't he sleep for like
No,
and
I don't wanna
disappear
hear
for
your
like
shit.
a whole generation or something or
Listen.
2 or 3?
Listen,
maybe?
sometimes God gets tired because you're always wrong. Okay? Sometimes God gets tired, like as you were saying,
Yeah.
after the creation.
Right.
For in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, and on the 7th day his ass rested and was refreshed. And that was in Exodus.
Yeah.
Okay. He was fucking tired. He not only gets tired after working for 6 days, he's fucking weary of people and their iniquities. I'm so tired of your sins, is what he says.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Like he says, I'm weary to bear them in Isaiah.
Okay.
Like literally he said that.
Right.
It also in Isaiah, he said, thou hast wearied me with thine iniquities.
But that's more of like a weariness of the soul
he's
type
like,
thing.
I'm
You know, like you're just.
It's like when sometimes you're annoying me and I'm like, I'm so fucking tired of your shit right now. I cannot even. Like, are those not words I have said?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I'm so fucking tired. Of your shit.
God has had it up to here.
Right?
Yeah.
He's like, I will turn this bus around.
Right.
Yeah. And then in Malachi, he's like, you have fucking wearied the Lord with your words. And that feels true. Like, not only have I had it up to here, not only have I wearied of thine iniquities,
Yeah.
but your fucking words are making me tired, guys.
Right. Right.
Okay.
I find that happens a lot in just like regular life
Yeah.
where I tire of people's words. I mean, we tried to listen to Trump's
Yeah.
press conference today.
Proof of life?
Proof of life press conference today.
Yeah.
And I did weary of his words.
I wearied so hard of his fucking words.
I was very tired and sick and tired of his words by the end of that.
You know what I weary of? His fucking iniquities.
Yeah. You know,
He's got so many goddamn iniquities.
he's also a massive fucking dick.
And he's a dick.
He's got
Yeah.
a lot of similarities with God.
You know, Yahweh and Trump have so much in common and not in the good ways.
No, all the bad.
All of them are bad.
But it goes to show people like Trump a lot.
They sure
and
as
they
fuck
they
do.
kind of like follow him everywhere and do whatever he says, and they believe everything he says.
Yeah.
Which is similar to God.
Yeah.
It's really fucking weird, right? Like maybe his whole campaign and way of selling is just to emulate
Yahweh,
the Old Testament God.
Yeah. Totally.
Yeah.
He's like, I can hold this book upside down because nobody reads it anyways.
Right.
The people following me, they're too stupid to read anyways.
True. Yeah.
Like, they don't know.
Yeah.
They don't care.
Right.
They're not watching this. The channels I appear on won't show this. They won't point it out. It doesn't really matter. Who cares?
It's true.
I have an update for you.
An update.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck the Old Testament.
Yes.
And it's done.
And it's done. Like done.
Done, son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all God wrote.
Nice.
Yeah. So
we got some Esdrases and some Maccabees and shit like that we're gonna read.
Right.
But that's like
Apocrypha.
It's extra credit. It's extracurricular.
Right.
I'm gonna refer to it as extracurricular. That feels good.
Sure.
That makes me feel like I'm doing extra work.
We are. And then eventually, we will get into the New Testament too.
We will, yeah.
So that's down the road after we get done with the extra credit shit.
Yeah.
Because we just can't get enough of the dick of the Old Testament God. We need some more before we go into the New Testament. I mean, the answer is always D.
Yeah.
So,
So I have some plans. I haven't run them by you specifically, but it's what I plan to do.
Okay.
So, and I'm the presenter, if you will.
Right.
So I figure, mostly up to me per your approval.
Sure.
Whatever. I would like to do a overview of the Old Testament as a whole. Just not like, let's spend another year or 5 going back over it. Nothing like that.
No.
I would like to spend a couple episodes just talking about the Old Testament as a whole, the time periods, the order that we should have read it in and why, and just a through line kind of thing.
Okay.
Just to put us back in it now that we're we took such a long break and then we're only doing this once a week.
And it only took us 5 years to read the Old Testament. So it's not like anybody lost track of where we were. Or anything,
right. Exactly. So. I need a refresher, honestly. Okay.
Yeah.
So I want to do that. And then from there, I want to get into the extracurriculars, the Esdrases and the Maccabees, and those are the only ones I can think of right now off the top of my head, but there's other ones out there.
Yep.
And somebody last week was talking about fucking Belle and the Dragon, and I was so mad, Bretty, because we already did that one during Daniel.
Yes, we did that and a couple others also.
And that was an extracurricular, but it specifically fit where we were at, and we knew it at the time.
We did.
So the other ones are kind of oh.
Right.
So we're just going to fit them in.
Okay.
Anyway, that's what I would like to do before we move on to the New Testament. Okay.
Sounds like a plan.
And I'll have a better specific breakdown plan of what we'll cover in each episode next time.
Sounds great.
Okay.
All right. Thank you guys for joining us for the Old Testament.
Congratulations.
You finished it.
You read the whole thing and you summed up each book.
That's right.
You did. You did it. I'm so proud of you.
On that note, we'll see you next week. Join us live on Discord, 10 p.m. Eastern, every Tuesday night. Mm-hmm. It's fun. I promise.
It's fun.
If you can, you can even show up a half hour to 45 minutes late and you'll still catch the show probably. Because we never start on time.
We are there in the Discord hanging out for a half hour to an hour before we actually start our show.
So, I mean, you come as late as 11 and still catch most of it. So,
yeah. Because we suck.
Right. Unless we were doing Psalms again, then you would miss the whole thing by the time you got there at 11. So
What?
Psalms, they were like just fucking like 3 sentences.
Oh God, I hated those so much.
Right? Yeah. We're done though. We don't have to do those.
No, Psalms can eat a dick.
All right, guys. Thank you. And we'll see you soon. Bye.
Hey, wife, I guess that's the end?
But husband, that's just sad.
It doesn't have to be. We are on lots of social media platforms like Twitter. Our handle there is sacrilegious_D.
For D's nuts.
Oh my God. Stop doing that. Anyway, we're also on Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. There's a link to all of our social media sites at our website.
Ooh, we have a website?
Yeah, it's sacrilegiousdiscourse.com, where you can also find a link to our merch shop.
We have a merch shop?
Yep, we have podcast-themed clothing, mugs, notebooks, and more, as well as an atheist and science-themed products.
Wow, our fans should really go check that out right now.
Definitely. They can get in touch with us by sending an email to sacrilegiousdiscourse@gmail.com. But before they do that, we could really use some help.
Oh yeah? With what?
Well, it's not free running the podcast, and we need some financial support in order to get better equipment, which will free up time so we can concentrate on our podcast and our fans.
Okay, so what should they do?
Head over to patreon.com/sacrilegious discourse and sign up as a contributor on our podcast. Supporters there receive additional bi-weekly episodes that we record just for our Patreon members for as little as $2 a month.
Also, we'd really appreciate it if you would like and subscribe on whatever platform you're using.
And Apple Podcast reviews help us out tremendously.
Like and subscribe. Leave an Apple review. Join us on Twitter. Support us on Patreon. That's a lot of instructions. Don't forget to say thanks.
Thanks.
Okay, bye.